28. Youth Horsemanship, Junior Youth, 13 to 17. Honorable judges, the gate has been closed. This is your class. 228, Youth Horsemanship, Junior Youth, 13 to 17.
For those of you viewing us via the live streaming, we welcome you to class number 228. This is the Youth Horsemanship for ages 13 through 17 of the rider. Right now, they are negotiating out on the rail. They're at a paso corto.
Hold, please, hold. Paso corto, corto, please.
Once they've been asked to go to the halt, they are looking for overall manners. They are looking for equitation and horsemanship. It's very nice for the horse and rider to be balanced, that the rider is not a menace to the horse. They are a complement to the horse, which you will see in excellence with these four riders right here. As we move along into the different age groups,
Paso largo, largo, please.
as we move along into the different age groups, as these young ladies in this case get a little bit older, and this is 13 through 17, you'll see the skill level just advances that much more. Not only their skill in negotiating with the horse, but their overall knowledge of the horse and the definition of the different gaits. So as we go around here, you'll see beauty in motion.
Walk, please, walk.
Now we're down to the evenly spaced 4-beat walk of the Paso Fino. For those of you from the other breeds, this is exactly the same footfall that you do.
Reverse, please, reverse.
I said as you do, what I meant to say, as your horse does. The evenly spaced 4-beat walk. This is the same with all breeds of horses.
Paso corto, corto, please.
As we're able to see these lovely ladies come by the announcer stand, we see a face of competition. We see seriousness. We see in the game. We see negotiation between the horse and rider without seeing any negotiation between the horse and rider. That's where the expertise comes in.
Paso largo, largo, please.
And now that the command has come to go to the Paso Largo, this is the extended speed. This is an extension of the same 4-beat lateral movement they did at the walk. All the gaits of the Paso Fino horses, except when they are at a lope or a canter, are of the same exact footfall. The only difference is the length of extension of movement.
Walk, please, walk.
This is the paso largo, which means long or longer stride. Now that they're down to the walk, it should be an evenly spaced 4-beat walk.
Reverse, reverse, please. Paso corto, corto, please.
We have now changed directions.
Beginning with 4-1-0. 4-1-0. Take the sounding board, please, both directions.
Each exhibitor will take the horse down the sounding board one direction, return down the other board, and into the lineup. Well, now that each of the riders has negotiated the sounding board in both directions, we will get into the pattern work. These patterns were posted last night at about 5 o'clock. So each of these riders are well versed on what is going to be asked of them. It is very important that each of the riders understand the pattern, the directions on each obstacle, because they are penalized should they take an obstacle in the contrary direction to what has been instructed. For example, if they have one cone, they have to turn and make 2 turns to the left, and they do it to the right, they are penalized. Horsemanship, the harmony between horse and rider. That's what we're looking for here. All these judges are very positive. They're not looking for mistakes. They're looking for the positive traits of each horse and rider to be able to pin them higher and higher. Very positive judging in this arena.
Five oh five, stand by.
As each of the riders now negotiate the obstacles, some of the things that are judging points are consistency of the 4-beat gait, the same distance on the figure 8 as far as the size of the circles, and overall clarity of the gait.
5, 6, 7, stand by, please. 5, 6, 7.
Youth Horsemanship de 13 a 17 años de edad.
As these riders negotiate the pattern work, they are to dissect between those cones. They should be in the middle of the cones, and they use the outside on each end as a return, primarily as an entrance and then an exit. As they come into the figure eight, they're going to be doing 2 figure eights, and it looks like this pattern calls for that turn to the right. Now, again, what we look for here is that the diameter of the circles, just take those posts away visually, and are those circles symmetrical on the left hand and on the right hand? The bottom line, we're looking for the dexterity, the athleticism, and the overall ability for these horses to turn, again keeping in mind that they must maintain that 4-beat lateral gait. These young ladies are doing a superb job. There's no question that these have been veterans in the horsemanship classes from 7 years of age now into the 13 through 17 years of age. They've been here before. They understand, they comprehend. Again, we're not looking for the negative aspects of what a horse may do. We are, in fact, allowing these horses to be horses. Very key issue. So if, in fact, they do make a mistake, we are able to overlook that. Again, we can't be doing multiple mistakes in the same issue. That then they are penalized. But we're going to let them be horses on the first go-round. I'm sure you understand that's the way it should be in judging in all these breeds. Some of the judgments have become so mechanical that you don't even have time to take a breath, and that's unfortunate. The Paso Fino breed, we are going to allow them to be horses. That's what the good Lord intended, and that's the way it is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have now completed all 4 patterns for each of these riders. It's very interesting for some of us that have been in the breed for quite a long time to see some of these young, in this case, the young ladies, start in the age group of 7 years of age and now progress up into the 13 through 17 years of age. These young women have done an excellent job. They have not only the inner beauty that each of them have, but the outer beauty that they also have when they're riding these unbelievably gorgeous horses and negotiating these patterns. Our hat is off to each and every one of you. Congratulations. For those of you here in the arena, if you want to give them a nice round of applause, now is the time. Great job, ladies. Congratulations. We had a comment come in about positive versus negative judging, and that just happens to be one of my situations in life. I think it's very easy to be a negative judge. Very easy. It takes a lot of skill and knowledge to be a positive judge. And I'm very fortunate to say that we have in this arena this weekend not only starting with the pre-spectrum, but here at the spectrum, we have a group of very knowledgeable, veteran, positive judges.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we now have the official results to Class 228. That is youth, horsemanship, junior youth, from the ages 13 to 17. And the official results are as follow. Your fourth place is being awarded to exhibitor 410, Lan Álvarez, riding Tourbillon de JH. Felicitaciones. Your third place, ladies and gentlemen, it's being awarded to exhibitor 412, Bileana Miranda, riding Fantástico del Encanto. Felicitaciones. Your second place, the red ribbon, goes to exhibitor 505, Catherine Rengifo, riding El Padrino de LM. Felicitaciones. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your first place, señoras y señores, el primer puesto de Blue Ribbon, la cinta azul, para la participante 567, Stephanie Rodríguez, montando a Sonero de la Ilusión. Felicitaciones.
Y se acaba de intonizarnos, bienvenidos al Spectrum 2019 Internacional. Esta es la clase 228 que acaba de terminar. Nos seguimos con la 229 que es Horsemanship de adultos.
I wish all of you could see the smile on this young lady's face. As I told you earlier, not only the horse is beautiful, the riders are beautiful, but that smile was beautiful also. As we look up at the judges' scoring, very close on the scoring, 1-1-2-1-2, 2-2-1-2-2, or 2-1. We're going to see now how the popular vote went. We'll see how you did when you voted via the app at home.
And we're moving on with Class 229, the adult horsemanship. We are ready. The gate is open. Bring him in, please. Alex, quiere meter la clase right away.